Hello, Kevin Richards here with Thomas All Things Automotive. Today I want to show you a really beautiful 2016 Ford Explorer Limited. This is in Guard Green Metallic, which is really a dark charcoal gray, olive green type color. I think it's really, really pretty. Very much stands out. A couple of things, Ford did redesign their Explorers, I think, in 2016. So you do get a little bit of a more aggressive grille. You do have halogen headlamps. You do have your LED fog lamps down there below. Also, continuing our way around, as you can see, you have a, in this case, is a Ventus, a hand-cooked Ventus tire. This tire is okay. It probably has about 5 or 6 30-seconds, right about half tread, maybe just a little less. Still definitely about 15 to 20,000 of usable miles left on this tire. Also, you have a nice resurfaced rotor and thick brake pad. It's one thing we pride ourselves here in Thomas is to do a used car mechanical check report on all our vehicles. You can find that report in the dash. So it's signed by the technician that did the inspection and just verifies our integrity and the mechanical integrity of our cars. Also, as you can see here on the limited trim, it's very beautiful. You have a leather appointed seat. In this case, it's ebony leather. You have a dark charcoal carpeting. You have a full power passenger seat, including lumbar. You got chrome Explorer door sill entry guards. You got a nice wood grain trim that runs across the doors and across the belt line there through the center of the dash. It's a very stylish, gives the appearance of a high-end vehicle, which it is, being the limited trim. We'll continue our way around here to the back, just to show you that, again, nice clean interior. Can hold 3 more people back here in this back seat. Also, as you can see, has some climate controls there for the rear occupants and some connectivity power supply as well there in the center console. But very, very spacious second row for your occupants. Also want to show you again the matching hand-cooked Ventus tire here. This is on, I believe, a 20-inch rim. I just want to verify that, but I believe, yes, a 20-inch wheel here. Very big, nice standout kind of wheel. Come around to the back. As you can see, it is the limited trim denoted by the badging. Of course, it is 4-wheel drive. You do have a rear camera here as well as the ultrasound on the park sense for the rear, so you don't, back up or bump into anything. I think we have a power lift gate as well. Just check. Yep, there you go. Comes up on its own, shuts on its own. As you can see here, now you can see your third row. Seating for 2 more here in the third row. Of course, these seats will stow down if you want a little more cargo room. And the cool thing about these is, I know we have this cargo net up, but they're actually a power fold and stow. So I can go ahead and hit fold here. As you can see, the seats will automatically fold themselves down in. And then we can go to the stow once they're finished. We'll go ahead and press stow, and the seats will automatically stow themselves back down in. So it's just really a cool little feature. You don't have to mess around with it. Car takes care of itself. Now you got all that extra room to go ahead and load your cargo. You do have a power supply back here as well if you're doing any tailgating or cookouts. And we'll just hit this button to go ahead and shut the hatch automatically. Working our way around here to the driver's side, as you can see, you have a matching hand-cooked Ventus here as well. About the same tread depth as the rest, about 5, 6, 30 seconds. And we'll show you the view from the driver's side. Show you it's like the passenger side, free of any rips or tears. Also can say that this vehicle has no smoke odor, so if that bothers you or you have any allergens, you don't have to worry about that with this car. Ford does give you a combo lock, entry and exit. Allows you to keep a proximity key inside while the doors are locked and the engine is running. It's good for really hot or cold days. Keep the vehicle tempered if you just have to run in somewhere quickly. Right now we're looking at the view from the driver's side front. As you can see there, again, a full power, including lumbar driver's seat. Also, because it is a limited, it also has memory seating. There's just a ton of options really with this vehicle that I think it's best to show you if I just kind of go over them step by step, get behind the wheel, and let you see what it's like to be behind the wheel of this car. We'll start here in the door where you'll find your power windows, your power mirrors, and your power lock switches are up here. Also, there are your memory settings. You can have 3 different settings for to adjust your seats, radio stations, mirrors, things of that nature. And it will be based off of the key fob. Speaking of the key fob, as you can see, that is right here. It does have remote start, which is a center button, as well as the ability on the fob to open up your rear power hatch, of course, your lock and your unlock. We do have 2 keys for this vehicle as well, as noted by the tag. We don't have 2 keys on all of them, but on this particular vehicle we do, which is a plus. Now I'm going to go ahead, if you can see there, I'm going to go ahead and start it up. You just press the engine start button. And my seat's already moving to the driver 1 setting. As you can see, they're very low miles, 20,525 miles. And going over the controls, let me just turn the radio down here a little bit. I'll start from left to right. You have yet another power hatch button right here. Your automatic headlamp control is right here. And you have your fog light buttons to the left of that, cargo light button, and then your dash dimming switches right here. You have 2 stem switches. The one on the left is your turn signal and your headlamps, or your high beams, excuse me. The one on the right is your intermittent front and rear wiper washers. Now to the left you have a control panel with a confirmation button in the center for your customizable vehicle and driver settings that portray to the left window. Left control pad, right control pad, right window. Also you have your cruise control buttons below that control pad, and on the right you have your audio controls and your steering wheel, as well as your Bluetooth. Now you do have right here a positive and a negative power paddle shifter. That corresponds with the sport mode shift setting, which allows you to manually select any one of the 6 gears this vehicle has. And then of course you can just upshift with the right paddle shifter, or left shift with downshift with the left paddle shifter. Nice little feature. Also, while I'm in the console, as you can see, you have a terrain setting as well as a downhill descent control right here. Essentially, this is your normal 4-wheel drive setting. You also have an off-road setting, a sand setting, and a snow setting. And then of course the downhill descent control. If you're going downhill, you want to stay off the brakes, you want to use the compression of the engine to hold you back, you can just press that button right there. Now we'll go into the big 8-inch touchscreen window that Ford gives you. And as you can see right now, it's trying to connect to the phone, but it is divided into quadrants. The upper left being pairing your phones or your phone settings. The upper right is your navigation setting, so you can have your map pop up there. I'll just go ahead and punch that in so you can see it. Actually on this particular vehicle, it isn't. There it is, popped up. I was going to say it's having a little trouble getting the signal inside the building here. We'll just go back to the home, so we go back to the quadrants, but there you have it. You got your connect phone, you got your navigation. To the left is your audio settings. If we go into that, you can see that you have AM, FM, and Sirius, as well as a single disc CD. Of course, you can also play MP3 files, pair your phone, play MP3 files off a USB. I mean, you have all kinds of settings on here as to how to play music. We're going to go back, and the last one, the lower right, is your climate control settings. And as you can see, this vehicle's loaded with heated and cooled seats, as well as a heated steering wheel. It has it for the driver and passenger. And of course, it also has dual climate control, as you can see there, and automatic temperature setting. So we're just going to go on back there. And as you can see down below are all the buttons that portray same heated, cooled seats, temperature controls, driver, passenger, audio controls. All that stuff is right here. So if you prefer to use the knobs, buttons, and switches versus the touch screen, you can do so right there. In here is where you'll find your connectivity. If I can get around the shifter and show you, you'll see your 12-volt power supply, your USB, the place where you insert your nav card, and your audio pre-out right there in the container marked sync. You have 2 big cup holders here as well. And then if I open up the center console, you'll find yet another power supply right here, as well as a little change tray and a nice deep well where you can keep some of your goodies. A real thing this vehicle doesn't have, one other thing I wanted to show you, it does have power folding mirrors, if you can see there. It does not have blind spot, it does not have a moonroof, but other than that, this vehicle pretty much has it all. Very, very loaded. I'm going to go ahead and jump out now, and I want to show you what it looks like underneath the engine. As you can see, the hood releases right here. That's a 3.5 liter 6-cylinder engine. It's going to honk because I have the key in my hand. It's going to let you know anytime you take that proximity key out of the vehicle without the engine being off. And as you can see here, very obviously it's kind of crowded and a little shrouded, but at the same time you can hear it's quiet. I can tell you there's no fluid leaks of any kind. You can see there, very clean battery terminal. Just what you would expect on a 2016 model with only 20,000 miles. But as you can see, it's very much like new, very quiet, well maintenance engine. You go ahead and Shut the car off here. The next portion of the video, we really try to pride ourselves in being 100% transparent here at Thomas. Oh, one last option I missed. This vehicle does have power pedals as well. But we really try to pride ourselves on being fully transparent. And one of the ways we do that is we walk around the vehicle and we show you all the negative things about the vehicle now, maybe minor imperfections it may have. Every used vehicle is going to have them. We just want to make sure you know before you maybe travel a distance what little blemishes this one may have. It actually looks good across the front fender and the door. Little tiny dent right there on the body crease. I don't know if you can see that, probably door ding. Looks good on the driver's side rear door. Just a little bit of tire shine on that panel. Looks good. A little tiny scuff right there in the corner. Looks good across the back too. No real scrapes or dings here either. Working our way up the passenger side now. So other than that one dent, haven't seen any others or any really nicks or scrapes either. Nice clean vehicle. Trying to kind of knock the dust off. There's a little chip, a couple of them. Little tiny scratch, little chip right there. Little dent right here as well, right below. All kind of clustered together. I don't know if you can catch that in the right light. Well, dent about the same size as the one on the other door, almost the same place too. Across the front looks good. Little tiny scratch right there on the front face. Couple little stone chips across the front here as well. Across the front of the hood, you'll find a couple little stone chips. You're always going to get a few here on that hood area across that front fascia. Top of the hood looks good though. So there you have it. You know, very much a light new vehicle and a great value over a new. A couple of different things I want to tell you before we close out this video. One, it is still covered under Ford's comprehensive 3-year, 36,000 mile bumper-to-bumper warranty, as well as their 5-year, 60,000 mile powertrain warranty. So you can buy this car in confidence. Secondly, it's a one-owner vehicle, clean Carfax, shows no signs of any prior paint work. So that's nice to know that as well. A couple different ways you can get a hold of us if you're interested in this car. You can look us up on the web at www.thomasata.com. or give us a call at area code 717-485-4224. Again, my name is Kevin Richards. I appreciate your time watching the video today. I hope you found it beneficial, and I hope you have a great